Hello and welcome to your 54th SQL Server tutorial. My name is Johnny DeLuca and tonight I want to talk to you about views. So what are views? A view is a virtual object or table whose result set is derived from a query. It is very similar to a real table because it contains columns and rows of data. The only time a view is stored on disk is when it is indexed, and I'll be discussing indexed views in a later tutorial. Right now, I want to go over a few key uses, typical uses of views. We see here's 4 right here. Views filter data of underlying tables. Views filter data for security purposes. They centralize data distributed across several servers. They create a reusable set of data. Some things that you should also know. Views are often used as an abstraction layer for database programmers. They are also sometimes used to secure data in various ways. For example, you may create a view that exposes only specific data. In turn, instead of granting users permissions to the underlying table, you can grant them permissions to the view that exposes some of the columns. You can create views using SQL Server Management Studio or using T-SQL. And as a general rule, it's a good idea to avoid using the select all statement in views. As table schemas change, so will the views column listing if select all is used. When writing queries, you should return only those columns that are required. And then additionally, you shouldn't use the order by clause in views because they won't be valid. Views are only valid when used with the top, in which case order by is used to determine which rows are returned. Okay, so just some things to be aware of. Now let's check out how to do this in SQL Server Management Studio. Let's create a view. Connect to an instance. Once you're there, go ahead and expand your databases folder. Then we'll look into Expand AdventureWorks 2012. Then we're going to Views. We're going to right click. We're going to click on New View. Now, I am looking for Employee Human Resources. Alright, I'm going to click that. I'm going to click Add. Now, I'm looking for a person table. Okay, right here, we're going to add that. Alright, now I can go ahead and close this. Now, the two tables appear linked in the designer because of the existing foreign key relationships between them. Alright, now, we can go ahead and pull this down a bit here, and pull this down a bit here. Alright, now, in this guy right here, or excuse me, this one, we're looking for job title, birth date, and gender. Okay, job title, birth date, gender. And over here we want first name, middle name, and last name. Actually, we want title as well. Now that we have this, we want to go up here to save, and go ahead and save that. And now we're going to go ahead and name our view. So why don't we name it VW Employee Information. Alright. Going to click OK. Alright. Now, we can click the X in the corner of the New View tab to close the view. We don't need it open anymore. Now, in Object Explorer, we're going to expand the Views folder, and we can see what we just created. Alright, now let's go ahead and New Query, and we're going to go grab this little bit of code that I have right here. Copy that. Paste that guy in there. Going to execute, and then check out the results. Now, instead of you having to write a query that joins the two tables each time you need this information, end users and applications can use the view to quickly access the data. Just as a view can be created using Management Studio and T-SQL, It can also be altered and dropped. And I'm going to be covering how to alter and drop a view in my next tutorial. You're getting there. By the end of this, you're going to be view rock stars, all of you who are watching this. So thanks for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next tutorial. Again, that will be covering how to alter and drop views.